viewers and subscribers, Tommy Lee Zane, and we all know Tommy Lee's situation. Tommy Lee was calling to questioning, and they believe that he has information and he has some form of power as it relates to what is taking place in Montego Bay. Now, viewers and subscribers, I will never sit here and tell you guys that the law must not work and the law should not do their job. You understand me? And I am not here in defense of a Tommy Lee also. But I have a few questions of my own. Tommy Lee do not live in Montego Bay. Now, yes, we understand that not living in a particular area don't mean he can't be involved in certain things. And I know that for a fact because one of those times when I spoke with Tommy Lee and the very first time the last time they called him in, when you remember they pull over his vehicle and they all did what they did with mass up and all of that stuff. I spoke with him on that occasion and he said, yo, CMR, let me tell you this. I try the music. That's one of the reasons why I moved from Mobile. So my name not get entangled. Him say, CMR, me are the breadwinner for my family. Me have to send my youth them go school. Me have to pay them school fee. Me have to do all of them stuff here. And I know say badness no pay. And a two thing, you're dead or jail or CMR. And Tommy Lee is a brother who could have tell me straight. Why I say that? Because most of y'all may not know, but these artists will communicate sometime, and Tommy Lee is somebody who I talked to before on numerous occasions, not just reviews, but just normal talking. You know what I say? So I just want to know, say, yo, listen, when him talk, it was sincere, I believe it. Now I am not sitting here and tell you that he's not involved and he's not doing anything. I do not know that. But I'm taking him for his words and the things that mean dearest to him, his kids, his family, and he's a breadwinner. CMR, I can't do it, you know, CMR, I can't do me, me and breadwinner, me not, you notice me stay away from people and I come to town and now guys, as an artist, you're gonna have certain form of influence over a certain set of people. And is Tommy Lee influential towards some people? It might be, it might not. You understand me guys? But Tommy Lee has always been the type of brother where share him viewpoint in a way where him always I say, oh, that I try to stay away from certain things, have my name call up in a certain things in a dep on that. And I read in the news earlier that Tommy Lee shed tears as he turned himself in because one would have to be frustrated because you have to know this. Tommy Lee was on his peak when they came for him. And because of that negative energy that surrounds him around him being scammer, him involved in gang, him all this. Now guys, if it is that Tommy Lee is involved in things, it will manifest. And if it is so, then I'll come and do a video just like this and say, boy, Tommy Lee, Ray. But the times I've talked to Tommy Lee, of course, the man showed changes and just a focus on music and all that stuff. Now, if the police do believe they have information otherwise and they're acting on it, then fine. But it is my belief that, listen, state of emergency is in St. James now, and they bring this man back to St. James to hold on upon him for a certain time period. I think it's up to 90 days without charging him. You understand me? One comments I read, they said, CMR, what if it is that they're just protecting him because they have information and they know that people are for him, so lock him up. But if you lock him up in a Kingston then. And if they're protecting him because they believe that he's involved or he might be a casualty or a victim of something, why bring him to St. James where y'all believe he's involved in certain things, you know? No, guys, I'm not sitting here and talking for no artist. Every artist of them bad man friend. Me myself grow with some youth who are killer now. You understand me? That don't mean me and them apart. But when I go yard and I see them, I yell them up by a liquor. Me can be something on the block where an enemy did they see them and something happen. No, I'm not saying that is to justify anything, but I'm just saying if you know somebody and now go step away from them just so you might distance yourself, and Tommy Lee did just that. When Tommy Lee moved to Kingston, that's the distance he's putting between himself and Montego Bay. Now guys, look on the other side of it. What if it is that Tommy Lee is involved in things? If he's involved, then that's just how life is. He has to pay the price and he has to just be the man and know say, yo, prisoner of death, or that come with it. You understand me? But when I read in the paper and I see Tommy Lee over the years, his name being dragged and tarnished by our system. What pisses me off about it the most is that they do not do this to the other society people. And I'm saying this, guys, because it is right for the system to work, but we don't just want it to work when it is a ghetto youth alone. I am not impressed. You know, I want it to work when it just yeah, you're a rich friend over there, so go for him same way. You understand me, guys? Because they place so much emphasis on certain small things. Well, it might not be small, but certain things they believe are deemed that it is what is causing Jamaica to be what it is. When sometimes these white collar guys and these FLA guys and these, you know, and every time I'm talking about situation like this, I always use the X6 case because it is a case of, you know, will represent and fear and represents the situation that it is always ghetto youths facing it, you know. But Tommy, I've spoken to him, guys, on music, as I said before, and just personal life issue, you know, and I realized that a youth here, one jovial youth, is what I say. Yo, say man, I not pre nobody in the music, you know, dog. I just do music, you know. If I diss the brother, then him no answer, fine. If I see him all hail him and him no answer, I just laugh and cut. Because I not pre nobody, you know, see him, man. Music I do. You see me, see man, just like how you do a vlog, and you know vlog about me, but I don't know you do your work. I Tommy Lee that. You see me, people remember me and the brother, so I don't want to feel like me, you're just defend him because of this or that, because I am not defending him. I am just defending the situation of a ghetto youth and artists in general. They are quick to clamp down on our artists and spread their name through propaganda, but do not do the same for their fellow friends, and that's the issue me have. So even if Tommy Lee guilty of something, alright, fine, charge him, do whatever. But do the same for your friends, your counterpart, the rich boy, them too. You understand me? Remember, guys, when the clash are going with Tommy Lee and Jamil, I get both artists song. You understand me? Both artists song to post. And them know how so do we work. So when me can come here and sit in front of camera and tell you, say, yo, Tommy Lee, him tell me them things, him say, yo, see, man, yeah, man, I know people that want this and that, but I not live certain lifestyle what people think, you know. And so me I say, I'm a youth, them want to make it now. I can't go way before that, you know. I can't, and if me involved in certain things, it can't, same where my artist, so I'm if you take up badness. And them way them talk. But like I said, our system, they believe they have information, they believe he's involved in certain things, and if he is, then they're going to act on it, and we can't stop them. We have to just let them do the job, let them do the work. But all me ask is just for them to be fair, and it not going to be fair. It never going to be. Because if me and you don't have the money what them have, oh, it's going to be fair ever. You feel me? So guys, I just want to support Tommy Lee same way, and it just hurt my heart to hear when I read the paper and say, yo, the man in a tears. The man can't live, the man can't prosper. It's like they're forcing Tommy to be what they want him to be. All them a fight not to be that person. When them do something and lock him up and do them things, the guys, them a force him to go turn gunman then. Because when I stop him food, him music, him can't travel, him can't do nothing. Him a feed him pitney. Only thing him probably know next from music or badness then. Because if I wasn't, see, every one of us have certain things, you know. If I wasn't in a certain situation, I probably would be doing something else. So, give the youth a chance, you know, hear him out, you know. If him have information we can help him, alright, fine. Do what have to do, but people continue support Tommy Lee. Continue show love and make we see it turn out. If them not have nothing upon him, them will release him. And Tommy, you have to know this. You probably have to just fly away and left the country. Because you left Moby and you come to Kingston, them still antagonize you. They believe you have information and have influence on a certain set of people back in your hometown.